Okay, can I get the music turned down? All right. Okay, hi everyone. Good. I was gonna say good morning because I woke up to a few hours ago. Welcome to what have we just did it, season 2. Yeah. Okay. That was an amazing reaction. Okay, so hi, my name is Addy. You'll be hearing a lot from me throughout, so I'm not going to talk about myself too much. There's a few things that are ongoing right now. One, there's a live stream that's ongoing. So if I happen to look at the screen a bit more and look at a stream chat, then just bear with me. The other thing is like there's two groups of people that are in the room. There's like some people who signed up through the Notion and you guys are in the Telegram group. I'm pretty sure you should be in the Telegram group. If you are not in the Telegram group but you signed up on Notion, you have received a personal message from Rachel who is waiting for you to join the Telegram group. Okay, the other thing that is ongoing, the other group of people is people who signed up through Luma. And so if you're on Luma and you just came in, you're just like checking it out, that's cool too. You're welcome, and then we'll tell you more about how that works at the end. Okay, but anyway, so the agenda today, we're going to intro Fireplace and the What If You Just Did It sprint. I'm going to have the privilege of going through a lot of admin, and then we're going to talk about ideation and creating one-liners. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to invite Thaddeus up to talk about Fireplace. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. That's all good.
One sec. All right. So, wait. Yes, welcome again to season 2. Okay, so before we begin with like season 2 and going into the details of the next 5 weeks, I want to explain and talk a little bit about Fireplace. So it started off with first and the society we live in. How many of you, I'm just curious, how many of you find like you guys have some ideas and some passion but not super, you don't find like super practical or relevant to like the larger society? Can you raise your hands? Okay, quite a few, yeah. And so that's one thing that me and Eddie has been thinking a lot about, which is society has always tried to make the world more efficient, trade faster, work faster, do things more efficient, make money, save more money. And that has basically kind of created systems and the way businesses work, the way we think about life, the way we think about work. And it has been very geared towards, okay, how can we make things faster? How can we make more money? How can we do things with lesser resources and more output, right? That's the whole system in which this economy and this society is built on. And because of that, we are kind of forced to shrink ourselves. We're always incentivized to work on something that is more productive, work on something that helps you retire faster, work on something that is supposed to like get you ahead of life. Anyone feel that way? Kind of, yeah. And we are forced to shrink ourselves because we are then limited to like, okay, we only are limited to things that is relevant to society, right? And that makes us lesser, yeah. So when it comes to like pursuing our passions and the things we love, I don't know about you, I have a variety of things that I truly like particularly enjoy. Recently, I've been trying to get into DJing, trying to enjoy like music and how do I curate different music. How do I understand how communities work? How do I understand culture? And so a lot of these passions are not immediately relevant to society because people around you say, hey, does this help you make more money? Right? Or like, does this help you get ahead in life? Does this help you be more relevant to like where AI is at? Yeah, honestly, it is. So the passions that we have suddenly starts to become distraction. Yeah, which is sad. But then the question that I thought, and Eddie thought, right, is were we really made to conform to a system, to a structure that some random guy invented? right? Were we truly made to just work in a 9 to 5? Were we truly made to just work on someone's idea and passion that we don't really care about? Yeah, and that's like the whole basis of Fireplace. And we believe in the creative potential in everybody. And for us, it's more than just numbers. It's more than like, okay, hitting record highs of revenue, right? Or like a task to do, like setting up a project or doing project management or like AI research, right? It's more than just a task. It's more than just that thing. Or something you build, like an app, like a community, whatever. It's more than that. And I personally feel like it goes beyond the physical. There's recently an Instagram a video that I watched. It talks about how art is something very interesting and almost kind of in a divine way, where art goes from something physical into someone's mind, right? And that process, it's your creation is beyond the physical world. It goes into, it etches into someone's mind. It makes an impression. It makes someone feel a certain way. It feel more seen, etc., etc. And that impacts the human soul. And so I believe that everyone has that creative potential in them to go beyond than just building something or just creating something because it supposedly makes more money. I believe that everyone has their thing to impact people in a very, very deep way. And this is me taking one step a little bit too, I don't know, mystical. But I believe that there is an entire universe waiting to be born through you, through each and every one of you, whatever that looks like. And it's only you, it's only something that you can bring. So some people, it's changing the way we see a particular industry or changing the way we see life, see work. Some people, it's to bring a whole new lens of hope in the way to a certain group of people. Yeah. But it's not easy to chart our own path. Yeah, because it's very easy to just follow the norm and just continue working in a job that you don't hate, but it's well paid, right? But it's not easy because everyone says it's risky. Don't experiment too much. Don't try anything different. Just follow what's proven. And so the question then we have is, what does it take to help people come alive again? And so I want to share a story. In 2021, I had a big depression. The context was I was running a marketing agency back then, and then I started to have this phase of life where I like a huge existential crisis. Anyone had that existential crisis before? Okay, so and so mine was a really, really bad one. Like I spiraled into depression. I had to fire everybody, and fire all my clients as well. But that gave me like a 6 months or 1 year break to do just like discover and recover. And so along the way of like recovery, I met a kind of a mentor figure who eventually hired me into her business. And it was interesting how I found it very interesting how she gave me a lot of opportunities to kind of make decisions in the company. Because I didn't have like a successful business. I didn't have a successful case study. I didn't need a very big team. Why would she hire me to kind of almost lead the entire business? 3 years later, after stepping into that position, anybody want to guess what happened to the business? Okay, huh? Yeah, it failed. So it failed really terribly. Everyone, I still remember, everyone was so stressed out. We were down to like our last dollar, and eventually, I still remember that moment where we were like, okay, this is the end. Like, this is the end of the project, and this will eventually like fold. And then I remember at that point in time, I was like, oh shit, like, it seemed that when I came in, things fell. And she was also a widow who poured like a big amount of her life savings into that. And so I had a very big discouragement of like, well, maybe this pursuing passion idea, not worth it. It's damn risky. Yeah, maybe leave it to someone else to build that thing. Maybe let me just focus on like what's proven. You know, just get a good job. You just don't question too much. You know, there's nothing wrong, right? But one thing that still struck in my heart today, which I still remember, which is she still believed in the passions and the convictions that I have, even though I had really nothing to prove. And she still believed in me, and I realized that was what kept me going to like, okay, let's continue on this path to like, let's figure out this passion thing. And I realized what kept me going was this idea of belief before the proof. She saw something in me that I didn't see myself for an extended period of time. Even though I make like the same 1,000 mistakes, and yet she still believed in me. She still believed that, you're one day gonna have that breakthrough. And I realized that was the thing that kept me going. And there was no reason for her to like, okay, he has made this project successful for me, right? To give her a reason to continue believing in me, but there was nothing. But there's something that she believed in, and something that she saw in me that gave me the hope and the confidence to continue. And so the question is then, how can Fireplace build and create an ecosystem built on this idea of belief before proof? Many of us that are trying to chart our own path, work on our own ideas, in some sense, in that path, we don't have anything to show, right? Like if I want to make music, I want to pursue a music career, I have no musical kind of CV or whatever to show for like let's say a music label to invest in me. The question then Fireplace is trying to think is how can we build an ecosystem based off belief before proof, if you get. So that's why Fireplace exists, to invest in people, to see the potential for who all of us can become in this process, without having to like, okay, you have done this before, so I believe you can, without all of that. So what does it mean for Fireplace, and what does it mean for our sprint? There's really key 4 tenets which we're still building on, which is number 1, a space for creative exploration. You don't need to feel polished, certain, or successful to participate. We value experimentation, curiosity, and becoming. Number 2, resonance more than trends. Follow what feels alive and meaningful, not just what performs well socially and economically. For example, what I meant is that like if you don't feel like AI is a thing, then don't like force yourself to jump into the AI thing. Number 3, making it exist better than. Oh shit! Yeah, so I'm sorry, it wasn't intended. Number 3, making it exist is better than perfection. Not everything needs to become a business or a polished output. Exploration of the thing that makes you come alive is valuable. Like that itself is the whole point. Number 4, last one, letting people be multidimensional. Some people are a mix of, I don't know, like food, philosophy, music, and cakes. I don't know. And these people are multi-dimensional. They have they're multi-passionate. And what I think the business world would advise you is to niche down and find the thing that makes the most money and work on that. We want to say, no, lean into your multi-dimensional being. Explore what does it mean to integrate all of them if possible, or you don't have to, and try to combine seemingly unrelated passions. And that's what we believe would make you feel more alive, and also what would kind of eventually, once you build something, kind of have you stand out as well. So for season 1, we had a really great success. Who came to season 1 or who participated in season 1? Can you raise your hands? Nice. All right. Thank you. So it was a really great success. This was our first ever run, which we were very surprised by also by the number of people that came and supported us. So we had booths for people to showcase their ideas. The theme of season 1 was called Let Them Cook. The whole goal was to get people into the room to support early ideas. And the frame was Let Them Cook. Yeah, don't judge like a Shark Tank, but see how we can support these early ideas. So that was the whole kind of frame. We had different booths. There's like maker spaces. There's like, what's this? VR, games, and different projects, which makes it feel very vibrant. So that's for season 1, but season 2 is gonna be way more exciting, way bigger, way more exciting. I've seen all of your ideas. I think I think it's very interesting. Not that I'm comparing season 1 and season 2, but it's really it's very interesting to see how a lot of your ideas are very human, kind of grounded, which is very heartening. Yeah, but season 2 is going to be way bigger. I think way more fun. We have a lot of things that we want to try out. We have a platform that we built to support you guys, and I can't wait for all of you guys to experience season 2. Yeah, so.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Thaddeus. Okay, now I am going to run through some information. Do you guys want to sit? If you'd like, you can find a random spot. Okay, it's all good. Yeah. Okay. What was I going to say? I forgot my train of thought after I asked if you guys want to sit. That's cool. Okay. Okay. The 3 people that you need to know at the moment, though you will be introduced to other people along the way, is Thaddeus. You've met Thaddeus. Addy, that's me. And there's Rachel, which you all know already. So yeah, Thaddeus, as mentioned, used to run a marketing agency, was in an edutech startup, so feel free to go to him for that. Rachel is like everything community, so anything community related and like connecting with other people, you can go to Rachel. And for myself, you'll see me a lot, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Okay, so the what if you just did a sprint? So as Thaddeus was kind of bringing out, like belief before proof, the what if you just did a sprint is designed to be a low pressure but incentivized system. Okay, so we're not going to pressure you into being like, oh, you have to hit this target by this day, but we're also going to give you incentives along the way, and we'll be talking about that a little bit later on. Yeah, and so if you are here and you're still wondering what you're here for, the sprint objective is to make progress on your ideas together in a community. Okay, really simple. And if you read a little bit of information, you would also know that there's 5 sessions over 6 weeks, and then it all culminates in Ideas Fest, which you saw some pictures earlier. But it's going to be much bigger. I'm allowed to say, right? I'm allowed to say. Okay, we're going to be using Scape. So Ideas Fest is going to be part of like a larger event called Youth Festival. I should know that. July. I'm also on the planning comp for that, so I should probably know what the name of the event is. But July 5th and 6th is going to be our event day. We're expecting about 8,000 packs throughout Scape. Yeah, get ready to have lots of energy those few days, because if you it's a tiring day. Okay. Yes, and so season 1 was a lot about let people kind of explore, do their thing. In season 2, we're looking more at like collaboration, because we felt that collaboration was a really big thing to, 1, upgrade ideas, and also to remove inertia when people were working on their ideas. So season 2 hits different together. It's all about collaboration, but not in that, there's this like polite, like Singaporean kind of collaboration where it's like, oh, we're gonna meet in the middle. Like I'm coming from Buona Vista and that person coming from Pasir Ris, then we have to meet like exactly in the middle. Like, okay, no, we're not doing that kind of collaboration. But more the kind of collaboration where it's like, okay, I actually want the other person's success. I'm gonna put my time and effort into it. And then the Fireplace team will try and engineer moments where that creative flow can really be successful and make it actually productive for both sides, which is our problem as we go along. Okay. Admin, yay. Okay, so basically, this is week 1. You made it to week 1, well done. Every week, there will be a lecture of this sort of style. Today's a bit longer because we have admin to get through. Usually about 20 to 30 minutes. It's live in person. It is also live online, and it's also recorded. So it's like when you're in university and the professor does that for you. And every week there is one homework that is a video update to us about what progress you have made that week. So let me repeat. Every week, not yet. Every week there is one lecture and there is one homework. And that is all that we're going to be using. Telegram is the primary channel of communications. If you're not in the Telegram group, again, come talk to Rachel or myself. And we'll also be sending out emails along the way. Okay, we're at here. So week 1, that's where we're all at. New ideas. Week 2 is prototyping. Week 3, iteration. We have a break week in May 30th. So this is for you to catch up with anything that's ongoing, especially on the prototyping front and asking people about getting feedback. And then we'll talk about growth and what that really means for ideas that aren't like your typical growth startups. Because growth tends to mean like, oh, I hit like $1 million by this day, which is obviously not realistic for many of the ideas that are here. And fifth is communication and how you communicate your ideas outwards. Okay, and all of that culminates in Ideas Fest. So yeah, mark your calendars, July 5th and 6th. Okay. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's me. Addy, switch your screen for the homework system. Okay, let me do that. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Okay, so I said that we created a low-pressure incentivized system. So I'm going to show you what that's about. One of our season 1 participants created a website for us. And so I'm just going to navigate a little bit for you so that you're oriented with the website. And then we'll talk about like a homework and achievement system as well. Okay, but anyway, this is super early, so I apologize for any bugs that come up along the way, because there are many parts that were not sorted out until literally this morning at 3 a.m. Okay, so if you come into the Fireplace website, which we'll send out to you through Telegram, only through Telegram, then you'll need to register as expected. I'm the admin for the website, so I'll approve you through. Okay, this is your main place. This is welcome. My name is Test. That's my name now. Announcements. Okay, you know what announcements are. This is where your idea can go. And then you can write stuff there. And then the homework system, this is where you'll submit your homeworks. More on that in a little bit. And then some community and resources. But before I show you the homeworks, I want to show you this. Okay, so the first thing you need to set up if you go into the website is your profile, name, and so on and so forth. And this might change along the way. There's some boxes that might change along the way. But once you set this up, then we can much more easily identify who you are, which would be beneficial. Okay, I'm going to invite the maker of the homework system up. Okay, please welcome Josh. Okay, you can just hold on to this.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay, so Josh basically has designed an entire achievement system. You're playing Minecraft? No, the achievement system in Minecraft? Yes. Okay, that's basically what this is. I'm going to let Josh take over.
Okay, hello. Yes, so as Adi said, I'm actually Josh. I'm a participant in season 1. So for context, I'm actually full-time working as a playground designer, and I part-time do board game design at the site. So I'm actually trying to work on a board game project here in Fireplace as well. So I'm a participant like you guys. So maybe before I go into this, right, just one question first. How many of you have a passionate idea and sometimes you find yourself procrastinating on that idea? Can I just have like a show of hands? Yeah, quite a few. Can you guys just like, maybe some of you just say out what you procrastinate with? Do you procrastinate with games or like videos? Anything? You guys?
Video.
Wait, what?
Branding video.
Rendering?
Branding.
Oh, branding video. Like what kind of video?
Like the heart of it and present it in a video.
Right. No, but what do you procrastinate with?
I procrastinate with actually getting down in front of the camera and talking.
Then what else do you guys actually procrastinate with?
I think more like you will have a lot of ideas, but end up you never execute any idea. So the idea is always at the idea bank. So I think that's the cycle, the vicious cycle of like procrastinating. That, oh, I got this idea, then I got this idea, then after that I got a fuck tons of ideas.
Yeah. And I agree also. And then
Waiting for a perfect moment, but I don't think that's really a perfect moment.
yeah, this is very true. So I do also struggle with procrastination sometimes. And one of the things that I've kind of found myself with dealing with is that there's so many things to do. But then there's also like, one is not a lot of time, but also there's not really a lot of direction. And it just got me thinking, why is it that sometimes when I want to procrastinate, I tended towards like games, and then I just wasted my time on games rather than like doing the work that I needed to do. So one of the ideas that I tried to implement is, can we actually gamify the system of doing things for your projects, make it fun? So this is how like the homework system was created. So you can see as you actually scroll through like the achievements page, there are like multiple rows. So within like all these like rows, right, these are actually called tracks. And how the track works is that you can use your mouse to actually hover over it and it gives you a description. So you see like for this achievement is a spark. So attend your very first fireplace meeting and it gives you 1 point. Yeah, so all of you get 1 point. Woo! Yeah. So as you can see, like within the row, what normally tends to happen is that you can actually go to the right and there's a progression. So this one says attend session number 2 and so on and so forth. So for this, we'll keep awarding you points as stated here. And the more points that you accumulate, then you get to actually unlock a reward at the end. So these achievements span from just simple attendance to even things such as like you can submit your homework. Homework is also counted as points. And then you also have other things such as like prototyping. So when you do an achievement, we'll actually like highlight it. It will be like fully colored and then there'll be a check mark beside it. So you may be asking yourself, why is it that this very first achievement is not highlighted? And then maybe near the end over here, where it says get 5 or more people to actually test and give feedback. Why is that I can claim this as like highlighted? Why can I start in the middle of a track? Because we also recognize that some people come in to fireplace not starting like absolutely ground zero. Some of you may actually have already the idea at a particular stage or developmental cycle. And we are open to actually allowing you to start in the middle of the track if your project has gotten to that stage already. Yeah. But I mean, there's also other fun ones. There's also specialized tracks here. If you're focusing more towards marketing, sales, or like even social media, for example. So with all that being said, eventually all these points will be calculated at the end of the sprint. And maybe I can get Adi back here to also talk about the reward system.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and just to add on, about half of submissions are like brand new ideas, and about half are like, okay, I kind of got something going. So we have a good mix in this season. Okay, but yes, so okay, you come here, you get points, you're like, oh yay, I attended my first session, that's 1 point. Okay, what does 1 point get me? Okay, if you go back to your hub, and you go to okay, this is the number of points that you have, and you go to the shop, then you can get real stuff for the points that you are collecting. Okay, so all of these people are season 1 participants giving back to season 2. So they have made progress on their ideas, and then they are like giving back tangible rewards to you guys. So we got stickers by these 2 artists. This is by Vivian, this is by Peter. We got a actual video game, like you can get a video game from Ingze, who's a video game designer. He made Havendock. Havendock is his most famous, yeah. So yeah, you can claim that. It's very expensive because it is a very awesome prize. And then there's F&B as well if you just want to pick up a drink. And then you can also get credits at a makerspace. So there's a new makerspace that was just set up by Elson. So yeah, the points available will be at the top and so forth, and then you can redeem. And yeah, so in this way, you get your points. Yeah, and then you get to also get free stuff along the way. Okay, that is what I would say about the system. Okay, and the last thing I would point out is just this Scratchpad. So Scratchpad is purely for you to write your own things. Like it is just for you to, ta-da, this is me just like writing random things. So it doesn't have any relevance to anything else. But it's, if you want, just a place to throw your thoughts. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to the slides. Okay, so all that to say, a low pressure, incentivized system, all you need to do to both get to showcase at an 8,000 PAX event and to get community around you supporting you on your ideas and to get free stuff along the way, you don't need to pay anything, it's completely free, but you have to work on your own idea. That's the only condition. If you are not working on your own idea, then you won't get any of the benefits. It's that simple. So yep, that's what Fireplace is here to do along the way. Okay. I'm going to put this microphone on properly. Okay. Questions? That was a very anticlimactic slide. Any questions about the system? Yes?
How do I get the Telegram chat?
Sorry?
How do I get the Telegram chat link?
You can find Rachel afterwards. Rachel's the girl at the door. Yeah. Any other questions about the system? Yes. Great question. So yes, you can also join as a group into the fireplace system. You can both get points simultaneously for the achievements that are accomplished by the group. But yes, you're welcome to tag on to other people's ideas as well if they allow you to along the way. Is that a question? There's wireless SG. Can we use Skate Wi-Fi? The pass. No. Orange. Orange.
I guess that is
Yeah.
5th and 6th July.
5th and 6th July.
That's a Sunday and Monday.
Sunday, Monday. Yes, I know it falls onto a Monday. That was requirements. Don't worry. Explain it another time. Yes.
Will there be an exam?
No, there are no exams. Yeah, the exam is the public examination where people come and judge you. No, I'm kidding, but kind of. Okay, anyway, there's another Q&A point at the end, so you can note your questions and then we can come back to it. Okay, so why do we create something like this? Well, accountability is really big for actually progressing on things that like you're not being paid for. So yeah, if you have an idea, it's like 10% chance that you'll actually complete it. But if you have a specific accountability appointment with a person you've committed to, like a 95% chance that you would do it. So that's why we do a weekly homework. And so, yeah, if you can do things for 6 weeks in a row, I almost guarantee that you'll make significant progress on your idea wherever you're at. I'm ready to start my lecture. Yay, okay. Okay. So we're talking about you ideas, but we're not just talking about ideas, right? Because we want to emphasize that these ideas, it's okay if it's just an idea that's an honest expression of you, not necessarily what's rewarded monetarily or by society. So it doesn't have to be good, even. It doesn't have to like help others, like help 1 million starving children. It doesn't have to make $1 billion. It's awesome if it does, but actually, from the fireplace perspective, we value the idea that you create as long as it's your creation. That already adds so much value to it. And you'll kind of hear this repeating idea throughout the weeks that we go. Okay, so I'm going to talk about me. So this is my you idea list. Obviously, fireplace is on there. The orphan crisis in Southeast Asia, I definitely want to work on it in like 5 years' time. I want to be probably working on like family-related situations across Southeast Asia. But the other thing that I want to also say is that although these are honest expressions of me, the other way you can use the what if you just did a sprint is also with a bit more silly ideas. Because these are also me, actually. Okay, and let me explain. So group chat dating and gambling app. Okay, so what I'm thinking about is dating apps are kind of annoying because they are like the time that you need connection the most, but then there's such a solitary experience. Like why is that the case? Like why are we making people kind of take a solitary experience at the time that they need connection? Doesn't make any sense to me. So I'm like, okay, why don't we add group chats to it? So there's like ways that people can support the individual. And it also expands the market size of the dating app because now you don't just have single people on your dating app, you also have people who can support their single friends. So you're actually expanding the market for dating apps. And also gambling is just fun. That's I just thought it'd be funny.
Could you elaborate on the gambling part?
Okay. So there'll be like a point system, and then you can I don't know, you can like within a pool within your group, then you can exchange points, but it won't be actual money or anything. I'm not intending to make it actual money.
Differently in season 1.
What did I say in season 1? Oh yeah. Oh sorry, that's the. Thank you. That's the actual point of the gambling. It's not just gambling. It's not just like, oh yeah, we have a roulette wheel over here, by the way. No, okay. Yeah, okay, by the way, I'm never gonna get around to actually making this idea. I believe someone's actually like working on a dating app in this season. Like somebody submitted the idea and said it's a dating app. So you are welcome to steal it if you're in the room or you're online. Okay, cool. The other thing is I wanna make a really big sombrero. Like I wanna make like a straw hat like that's this big because I just think it'd be funny. Because one of the things that is very me is like I wanna make adults laugh the way that kids laugh. You know, like the way that kids laugh at like the most dumb things. Like I want adults to do that too. I think that's really important. Okay, anyway. So now it is your turn. So you have a piece of paper, hopefully, and a pen. If you need one, just throw your hand up and Rachel will get one to you. You can write it down. I'll give you like 1 minute. Do you need, Rachel, could we get a pen and paper over here? Thanks. Okay, so this is not designed to like be your confirmed thing. It's just for you to throw something down initially. If you're not sure what idea you want to work on, then just write it down. If you are here and you're like, actually, I just want to help my friend, you can just write that down too. You're helping your friend. That's what you're going to do for the 6 weeks. I'm going to give like 30 seconds. I'm not even going to give much time to this. Let's see if anyone says anything in the chat. People in the chat, you can do it too. Feel free to throw your idea in the chat. Did someone say? How do you get into the chat? Oh, it's a Twitch link. Twitch.tv/thisisfireplace. This is Fireplace. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going because I have a lot of things to get through, so y'all can just keep writing as I talk. Okay. So, week 1 is all about ideas. That is what we're talking about today. The objective is for you to commit to whatever you have written down for the next 2 months. That's it. 2 months is not a very long time, but you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make in 2 months. But just choose one and then just go for it for 2 months. Okay. So some people registered without an idea. So I'm just going to go through like how to come up with an idea super quickly. These are 3 simple ways. What is a problem you care about? Last season, there was someone who was solving like a malnutrition for cancer patients. So that's a problem that she cares about. So that's awesome. Exactly. The second thing is the strength you hold. So I have a friend who is doing interior design for underprivileged families. So that's fantastic. It's because he has interior design experience and he's like, oh, I have all this skill, but I'm not using it for much more than my job. So he's trying to do that. And strengths don't only fall under like, oh, your actual skills, but it also falls under like network that you may have or different connections or different experiences that you have as well. And of course, the third thing is a joy you live by. Last season, every season there's plenty of these, but it's just like there was a guy making maps because he thinks like exploring is cool, so he helps you explore Singapore. So that's a really quick way. Do not be limited by what like society says ideas are kind of limited by. I have a quote. President of IBM in 1943 said, I think there is a world market for maybe 5 computers. Yeah, so your idea does not need to be feasible as kind of displayed. The Singaporean version of this could be like, I just don't think like Singaporeans care about the arts, like they'll never pay for arts. That could be a thing. That could be a mindset that we need to break through. Singaporeans, they just like don't have enough empathy. They don't want to connect with other people, like, relationally, they're not very good. That could be another mindset to break through. Or it could be maybe my personal example, like the orphan crisis in Southeast Asia. It's too big. There's too many orphans, which is completely true. But that doesn't mean that we should stop the idea at this stage. We should at least get it going and then see what happens. You don't know until you try. So try. Okay, anyway. Okay, got your idea? Okay, let's go. Okay, so really big emphasis throughout these 6 weeks is going to be motion produces growth. No idea is good or bad until you put it out there. If you have a brand new idea on the piece of paper in front of you, it doesn't exist. It's in your head. It's imaginary. It's not good. It's not bad. It just doesn't exist. You just got to try. So we're going to talk about when you move, then your ideas can really grow. I'm going to talk about this example. This is an organization in Malaysia. They run a school for refugee kids. And so I had the privilege last year of going up and getting to work with them and hear their story. They set up in the central region of KL. So they picked up all these refugee kids off the streets and so forth, ran a school, taught English, maths, the usual things. What they found was that a big issue that they didn't realize would happen was that police officers would be preventing these kids from attending school. Because police officers, I need to include one more thing. The refugees are undocumented, completely no document in the area. So the police job, of course, is to make sure that no unrest starts. And so they would kind of bother these undocumented refugees because they need to maintain the peace or whatsoever. But the issue is that the police don't speak English. They speak Malay, and the refugees speak whatever language they come from. And that also means that there's no communication between the police and the refugees. And so what Dignity School eventually did, if you want to search out more, it's called Dignity for Children Foundation. What they did is that they ran English classes for the police, and they ran English classes, of course, for the kids. And that just meant that the relationship and the rapport was there, and the school uniform of the kids became their identification because the police realized, oh, somebody is taking care of these kids, right? So, okay, at least I don't need to bother them for now. And so what was originally just an education project turns into then you're suddenly building out the entire identity of these kids. Not only that, eventually these kids finish school and they can't work because they still have no documents. And so what they do is that they set up businesses for these kids to work at, and suddenly they're building the entire life of these kids. So what I want to emphasize through this is that you don't actually know what the final product of your idea is going to be. If you've done anything entrepreneurial, you know that you pivot many times. Fireplace will pivot multiple times as we go along. But that is part of the process. When we have early ideas, we just let them grow first, and then we see where it takes us. Okay. A note on what if someone steals my idea? Because you're oh, but if I just start immediately, then my idea is stolen, then how? Okay, well, as someone who's built a number of ideas, I can guarantee that I am far more afraid of not getting feedback fast enough than having my idea stolen. Just execution is the thing that actually that no one can steal. The other thing is I'm far more afraid of not distributing fast enough than having my ideas stolen. Distribution is the moat, and I know some of you will actually need some level of IP protection and so forth. You're welcome to chat with me, and we can refer you to different resources, like iPOS gives free IP consultation and so forth. Then feel free to chat with us. Yeah, don't worry about it so much. Don't worry. No one's actually trying to steal your idea at this stage. Okay. Okay, this is the last point that I have before we can start talking to one another. Oh, okay. Communication. It's something that I'll talk about a lot because I feel that it's super critical for any idea. I believe the number one skill for any CEO or entrepreneur is sales. Somebody said that. Communicating your idea to other people, getting people on board is super critical. So we're going to start that process today, and then we're going to be talking about it in week 1, week 3, week 5. So we're going to talk about it a lot. Okay, anybody seen this TED Talk? TED Talk, yeah? Okay, this is Simon Sinek. I believe it's called How Great Leaders Inspire Action. It's Simon Sinek's golden circle. And basically, it's a why circle, and then a how circle, and then a what circle. And he's basically explaining that if you want to portray, if you want to actually bring supporters in on your side, then you should always start with the why, and then the how, and then the what. So I'll go into, should I go into it now? Yeah, okay, I'll go into it now. So basically, if you start with the what, and you're okay, I believe the example he did use was a MacBook in the TED Talk. Okay, I'm going to use a different example because I don't want to, because then people are going to compare it to. Okay, so if I talk about Fireplace and I'm like, oh, Fireplace is a series of lectures where you learn not very hard skills about about building an idea. And how we do that is just like we get people together and we do it through communities so that people can overcome inertia because people need to do what they love. It's pretty weak. Like if you do a what, how, why, it's quite weak. But if you start with your why and you're like, okay, I believe in people doing what they love, and how we actually help that is we build an ecosystem where we have low pressure. We have a low pressure incentivized system so that others can help one another. And what that actually looks like is lectures. And so a why, how, what actually delivers a much better message because it delivers the heart of it first. But anyway, you get to practice that along the way. I'm not going to get into more of that. So why, how, what is really good for bringing people on board and bringing loyal customers. But a clear one-liner is equally important. So a clear one-liner is just like what your idea is, so that people can immediately perceive what it is, and then it's for understanding more than it is for bringing people on board. So, for example, if your mom at Chinese New Year is asking you what you're working on, you don't need to give her the why, how, what. She's just kind of asking you for the one-liner. But if someone is like a customer or like especially a business partner, then you definitely want to give a why, how, what so that they can understand the direction that you're coming from. So basically, we're going to use these two frameworks, very basic frameworks, in order to talk about your ideas. Let's use an example. Okay, so the negative example of my dating app is DateBet is a revolutionary addition to the dating scene. This says nothing. You can tell, right? This doesn't tell you anything about what I do. This doesn't tell you like what I'm trying to do. But so many softwares online do this, where they're just like, oh, the new way to connect. It's like, what? Doesn't mean anything. So definitely do not do something like this. Okay, but let's try. Let's do it live. Okay, let me find my. Oh, I do not have it open. I do have it open. Okay. What slide are we on? DateBet is, okay. Okay, so this is a one-liner. So this is all about clarity. So DateBet is a dating app with group chats so that the dating journey is less lonely. Ta-da! It's that easy. It's what it is with what it is so that blah. Super simple. You know exactly what DateBet is now. Pretty much. Okay, I haven't included the gambling part. Maybe I should do like with gambling. But the gambling part is not the emphasis of this. Okay, let's use the exact same thing for a why, how, what. So my why, how, what is in 2026, using a dating app, the experience of using a dating app is a solitary and isolating experience. It doesn't make any sense because at that time, people need more connection, not less. So how? I believe there is a way that we should create a way that friends are able to cheer on their friends and support them in making healthy dating decisions within trusted communities. And so what am I making? I'm building DateBet, a dating app with group chats so that you can chit-chat with one another. There you go. OK, that's my why, how, what. So again, it's reasonably simple to do if you know your idea well. Dating app is isolating experience. How? Build way for community. What? OK, sorry, it's like cut to the bottom. But yes, OK, so really simple, just like that. And then that's how you build a why, how, what. And so if you ever need to pitch it to a friend or pitch it to a business partner, then there you go. Cool? Questions? OK, I'm going to do one more example. This is, sorry, I didn't switch my. OK, I'm going to do one more example. And this is actually one of the ideas that was submitted. So thank you. Are you in the room? person not in the room. Okay, this is someone. I'm not gonna say their name because they're not in the room. But yeah, somebody is actually working on this. I think it's a fantastic idea personally. Massage app that remembers your partner's preferences, gives you daily challenges, and teaches you anatomy and different styles of massages. Blah blah blah. First users are couples. So it's kind of hitting on like couples give each other massages, but then you want to improve that experience. Okay, that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so let's do the exact same thing. Okay, so what should we name the app? They didn't submit a name. What should we name the app? Come. Soft Spot. Oh, hey, yo! Yo, that's amazing. Okay, Soft Spot is a personal massage training app with, well, I guess it's already it's with training, so you don't need that. So that couples can cater massages to. It's okay. It's just all right. Any way to improve this? Any way to improve this, you guys think? It's kind of weak at the moment.
Personal can change to personalized.
Oh yeah, fair. Oh. Personalized massage training app so that couples can cater massage. It doesn't really hit on, so this is. That's exactly what I was gonna. That's exactly what I was gonna point out, Siran. Thank you. Yeah, because it doesn't really hit on maybe the heart of it, which is couples connecting better with one another. So, not a great example. But if you can include that, then I think it will be strong. Okay, I'm just gonna keep moving because we're running out of time. Okay. Okay. So let's start with the why. What did you say? Through educated massages. Okay, I need to make this. You should always do things live, guys, so that. Okay, that adjusts to preferences. There you go. Okay, so yeah, that is how you write a why, how, what, and a one-liner. It's really that simple. So with this, then you can kind of, if your friend asks you, oh, what are you working on? Instead of saying, oh yeah, I'm working on an app, then everyone's like, ugh, because like, everyone's working on an app these days. But you can answer instead with like, oh, I'm working on improving connection for couples. Wow, okay. Okay, anyway, it is your turn to do it now. I'm going to give you 3 minutes to write your own. And then we're going to break out into groups and share. But don't share yet, because I'm going to tell you how we're going to break out. Okay, go for it. For those who are here and like are working on their own, who might be working on someone else's idea, like you're helping somebody else out or you're supporting a friend, you can also write the exact same about your support. So I want to support my friend. How am I going to do it? I bring expertise in this. And what am I going to do? Yeah, you can still write your motivations down for this whole thing. Okay, for those in the Twitch chat who are live streaming, you can also write it in the chat. And then you guys can be one group on your own. Yes?
The one-liner is basically just talking about the one. I mean, from what I see.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's just like clarity. So maximize clarity for your one-liner. Whereas why, how, what?
Why, how, what is why, how, and what.
Yeah.
And one-liner is what.
Yeah, basically. So it will depends on what you want to emphasize for your clarity of your idea. So yeah, the goals are different for the two. Okay, just approximately look up at me when you're done, and when there's a decent amount, I'll. Should we do two 5-minute rounds? Two 5-minute rounds?
Three.
John, can I volunteer you to share with everyone? All right, sweet. Okay, in order to entertain those who are already done, or Chahang, tell us your why, how, what. This is Chahang. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, let's do that.
Hi, so my name is Charles, please come and see. I'm working on altitude. So I'm going to do the why, how, what, right? So altitude aims to bring nepotism to the deserving. That's the why.
Nepotism to the deserving. Okay.
Sorry? What do you want? What is nepotism? So nepotism is like you have an unfair advantage. Usually it's so, but you try to bring it to those that aren't born into it. So how do I aim to do this? By giving these deserving youths access to exclusive mentorships, opportunities, and access to high growth peers. And so what that looks like is an ecosystem with talent development and a connection system to empower the underprivileged.
Okay, what do you guys think of the why, how, what? Of Chahang's, of CH? Why, how, what? Good? Okay, good, bad, good, bad.
If it's bad, just say bad. I want to know.
There seemed to be a lot in your how. That would be my main feedback. Like your how was like give access to mentorship and what and opportunities and so forth. Yeah, I feel like that can be tighter, but otherwise it's good. Like if you just said, oh, we're going to offer mentorship and opportunities, and then didn't have all the other fluffy bits around the outside, it would have probably been a cleaner how. Because technically your mentorship and opportunities kind of sound like what as well. Yeah. The other thing is, what's unique about your mentorship and opportunities? Or like,
So the whole thing is also private, closed door.
Mm.
So it's exclusive.
oh, okay, exclusive. Okay. Cool. Anyone else want to share? If they would be so brave. You're about to do it in groups. Oh yeah, Edward? Okay, yeah, go for it.
I'm working on my art brand that brings more knowledge of self-understanding their purpose and building community through workshops, speeches, and products. Through art workshops, speeches, and products.
Wait, I didn't get your why.
Oh, the why is kind of embedded into everything.
Okay, so your why can be okay. I know Edward a bit more, so I don't want to prescribe, but yeah, your why can link more to like the kind of core thing of it, which is like art helps people connect with self better. Yeah, like art helps us connect with ourselves, which is a true. And actually, that kind of links to here, which is like nepotism is unfair. Let's democratize it. Like, then it is a bit more catchy and so forth. Okay, anyway, now we're gonna go into discussion time, but also get to know friends time. Okay, if you haven't registered and you want to register for the 5-week program, the QR code is there. But otherwise, there'll be 2 rounds of 5 minutes each. If you look at your name tag has a certain color. of the text. You use the certain colored pen, right? Okay, there's some orange, there's some black. What are the three colors? Orange, red, and black. Okay, what I need you to do is to get into a group of 3 with one orange, one red, one black. Okay? Go. And then you have 5 minutes. You can start giving each other tips and feedback on your one-liners. Go for it. If you can't find, don't worry. Just get in a group. Because I forgot. Because they can do 5 minutes. Ah, why is it this color? It's such an ugly. Ah, what the?
Have you checked out?
Do you need it or anything? Okay, I'm just gonna hold it and walk around. Oh yeah? Do you know where it is? It's on level 3. Like outside. Not joining. Not hearing other people's ideas. Oh. Dude, everyone. Should I move them again? Feels kind of mean to do another round of like, okay, split into different groups.
I don't think you should move them again. Let them become comfortable.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just say you can find somebody else afterwards.
This big metal piece. Oh, it's no, it's big. But it repels a bit.
So, We got the live stream camera. Let's go. Sorry. All right, here we are. Okay. I hope this is recording. Look at all these wonderful people talking about their ideas. They have no idea that their ideas are awesome and way bigger than they can imagine. Isn't that awesome? People just working on their idea and they don't even realize that the idea is super cool. This is the live stream camera. Live stream camera. Woo. This is what it looks like on my side. It's like a stream OBS. Ta-da!
Can actually journal, and then whatever parts you have.
Is anyone in the stream? If you're still watching the stream, can you say something? Just say hi. Then I know that I'm not just like moving this around for absolutely no reason. I might be. That's okay. I'm still wearing the microphone. This is. I should do it this way. This is season 2, week 1 of the What If You Just Did It sprint. Everyone right now is talking about their ideas and getting to realize how awesome other people's ideas are. Check it out. This is week 1 of season 2, and this is where the magic begins. Oh, it's. It looks like everyone's chatting. What's up?
examinations that.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
What did you create?
Tell your one liner or your
Same as yours. The dating app.
Oh, serious? Wait, is it actually with the group chats? Or what's your angle?
I mean, your group chat is quite innovative.
Mm.
Yeah. But mine is also something like a reward system.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you want to work together?
It's quite interesting.
I'm never going to work on it until somebody is expecting me to work on it,
Yeah.
which is the issue because I'm always working on other things as evidence.
Bro, come on, work on Project Jesse. Sorry.
Inside joke.
Inside joke.
But okay. Sorry, your name was
Hui Ru.
Hui Ru. Okay. Yeah, cool. We'll chat more. I'm completely like not started yet. It's literally just an idea that I've just been festering in there, and I'm like, this makes sense. Why is nobody doing it?
I mean, like, it's
Yeah.
quite cool. I heard of it from Azure. I think like during season 1. Then I was like,
Oh.
I was like telling him you should link me up with.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
So are you going to cancel Idea Fest for that reason?
No.
That's
No.
what you say in the info sesh.
What?
That's what you say in the info sesh.
What did I say?
If you actually propose that ideas, if you actually propose, you're just going to cancel the fest.
If I find a girlfriend and propose by
6 weeks.
6 weeks time, then I will cancel ideas. But
Yay!
it's not gonna happen, man. Come on. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, hi everyone. Oh, sorry. My bad. Wait. No, you'll get time afterwards. No, I'm gonna wrap up. Because there's people like on the Twitch stream that are just gonna sit around and wait. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna really quickly summarize what we talked about today, give any next steps, and then you guys can go back to your groups, or if you can swap around as well. Okay, you guys can make it work. Okay, week 1 summary. Again, if you haven't registered yet and you do want to be part of this sprint, you do need to register on the Notion, which is a tally form, not just on Luma. You will not be told where next week is happening if you do not register there. Next week will not be here. I can guarantee that. Okay, week 1 summary is you idea. It's about you plus your idea. You get it. It's not real to start. And your why, how, what, one-liner, I'm sure many of you have done a great job with that too. Okay, your week 1 homework is going to be uploading your one-liner. So you've already completed your homework. But alongside that, you need to register for an account on the website. All the details will come out in the Telegram only. It'll only be in the Telegram group. If you're not, and this is not the This is Fireplace public Telegram group, okay? This is a Telegram group called What If You Just Did It S2, okay? So if you're not in the Telegram group and you want to be part of it, you have to talk to me or Rachel. Is that clear? No one's like confused on that. I just need to reiterate that as many times as possible. Okay, week 2, we're going to be talking about building an experience. So how do you make prototypes that well represent the thing that you're actually making without necessarily making your exact thing yet. So that will be next week. See you there for that. And there's co-working every Friday. So this one is on Luma. But you'll see details of it, again, through the Telegram group. But if you're like, okay, I kind of just want to be around people, but I don't want to be part of the sprint, that's cool too. Turn up a co-working. You can work on your passion projects or whatever idea you want to work on without the free stuff that comes along the way. Okay. Questions? Else I really am done, I promise. The QR code.
That's the one?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay?
That's the Telegram?
That is the registration, and you will be added to the Telegram group.
Oh, if you're registered.
Yes. But if you need to be in the Telegram group and you're not yet, just talk to me or Rachel. Okay, any other questions? Questions? No, okay. Hit the music. Let's go. You guys can go back to chit-chatting. All right. Enjoy.